What is your American dream?
I'm from China, and my American dream is to do the works I intended to do in this interesting place and communicate with other people from all over the world.
I'm from India. My American dream is to enjoy this inclusiveness and freedom of America and have fun while it lasts.
I'm from New York, and my American dream is for everyone to be able to make the most of themselves.
I'm from Belgium. The American dream for me, after living in New York, would be ideal to have a house that looks nice but is not too expensive, and work in Manhattan, have a major salary, to have a bit of money at the side for health insurance, because you never know, you might get into trouble.
Everyone has a right to the American dream. Hello, everybody. My name is Brad Bernstein, and today's date is August 29th, 2019. Oh, I'm very blue today. I didn't realize how blue I am.
You are.
I am.
Wow, that's actually a really nice suit, though.
You like it? It's not a suit, actually. I'm wearing a jacket and a different color pants. You can't. Or maybe you can.
Throw them legs up.
Let's see. I'm like kind of like strapped in here. Where we go? There we go.
There.
So it's a different. I don't know if you can tell. It's a different.
You can't really tell.
You can't tell, right? I don't know.
Why
if
don't you
can
just
tell.
do the show
Why
like
not just
that?
do the show? Just
throw your
like
hands
this?
up back there like that.
All right, so we got two. I can't even reach the. We should do this. It's a pop up. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? We just pop it up.
Right.
Hang it out.
Just
The only thing we need now is like a good rum drink.
Yeah.
An umbrella and some sun on our face, right?
Yeah, and then some
we'll
girls
be
with
okay.
like palm tree fans.
I don't even need girls with palm tree fans.
I do.
I just need girls. They don't have to have palm tree fans. Just any girls, they can be hanging around with us here.
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, I like this.
Why don't you go to Jonathan, see how Jonathan's looking?
Hey, what's up? I like this.
Why not?
Dr. Yo-Yo's in the house.
Dr. Yo-Yo. By the way, people love.
Oh yeah.
People love Dr. Yo-Yo. It's the probably not since we've done our Halloween special have people been talking about anything more
Really?
than Dr. Yo-Yo.
Oh snap.
Yeah. All right, so let's say hello to Bless Angel, Carol the Top Cat Tigress 2. Wait a second. I'm on YouTube on everything. I got to say hello to Facebook first, because that's usually what we do. Although, generally speaking, there's more people watching on YouTube now than on Facebook.
Really?
As in terms of numbers, but in terms of the actual viewership is still bigger on Facebook.
Okay.
And we have a lot more people who follow us on Facebook.
Right.
As a matter of fact, right now we have double the amount of people on Facebook than YouTube.
Sheesh.
So let me say hello to Anna K. Moxham, Casual Thursday, it is. Marilyn Thompson, how are you? Lynn Brown, Dionne Watson. Marcia McCalla says, okay, the doctor is back. Right?
He's here.
Dr. Yo-Yo's looking high as F.
Hi.
High as F. Jessica Kalimi says that. Myrtle Ray saying squad up. Lisa Bling Rose squad up. Dionne Watson squad up. And Malia Loban, Martin, Winsome Black all saying hello. And on YouTube, Bless Angel saying hello. Ja Love says hello, everybody.
Ja Love.
Yeah, Carol the Top Cat Tigress 2 Anderson, who is double fisting as usual.
Is Ja Love double fisting?
I don't see Ja Love in Facebook. I think she is just she's taking it easy today.
Taking some time
taking
off.
some
on
time off.
Facebook.
Yes. Sebastian Z, how are you? Jessica Kalimi, double fisting.
Yes.
She is double fisting.
We
Princess
like
Black.
the double fisters.
Yes. Clever Singh. That is clever. He is a clever man.
Yeah.
Very clever. Very clever. Very clever. Yes.
Sound like Mr. Burns.
That's right. Ooh, let's ask Clever Singh what he thinks.
Are you clever?
I'm very, very clever. Can you imagine go out with like a woman on a first date? You're like, oh, what's your name? Clever Singh. Clever Singh. Very clever.
I'm very clever.
I don't know. He's probably a great guy. He's probably a great guy. I have no idea. Andreen Spence, how are you? Nam Warning. Nom warning.
warning.
Nom warning. Nom warning. Yes.
Nom warning. Now I'm
It sounds
warning.
like, I don't know, it
Nom
sounds like
warning.
Vietnam warning to me. It's like,
No.
you know, like warning, Vietnam, bombing, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
okay,
That's
yeah.
that's how I look at it. You know, like some 60s.
Nom warning. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, although I was in Vietnam and they love Americans.
Oh, yeah?
Love Americans.
Oh.
There was no reason to fight that
I feel
war.
like if I went there, they would all think I'm like a basketball player or a rapper.
Yeah. There was no reason to fight that war. They all love America.
See, that's some
Isn't that
trifling
crazy?
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Princess Black, hello. Sexy. Shan Myers.
Sexy.
She's a double
Shan.
sexy. She didn't put her down as a double sexy.
Yeah, I was about to say, you just threw on.
I just threw an extra sexy on because
okay.
I had a bit of Tourette's syndrome there for a second.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, maybe it was, yeah. Back it up, Ricky. How are you? Crystal Terry. And Clever Sig is a clever girl, she says.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm a clever girl.
I'm a clever
Brad.
girl, Brad. I'm a clever
Girls can be
girl. Ooh. All right, Jonathan.
Yes.
Dr. Yo-Yo,
Dr.
a.k.a.
Yo-Yo.
Dr. Yo-Yo, why don't you give a prescription on how you should be sharing and caring?
Yes. Oh, I was waiting for Dr. Yo-Yo
Dr.
shot.
Yo-Yo,
So,
sharing and
Dr.
caring.
Sharing is caring.
That's right.
This is your prescription for today, okay? I need you guys to share. Everybody on Facebook, share right now. Wait, you guys have Dr. Yo-Yo as my name? I just noticed that.
Yes, it's Dr. Yo-Yo Elias.
Sharing is caring,
Yes.
all right?
Yes.
Make the doctor happy. The doctor will make you happy. All you have to do is press the little arrow on Facebook
Yes.
and share it to anybody's page. Share it to groups that you think might benefit from this show
Yes.
or might find it entertaining.
I just want you to know, just as your attorney, it is illegal to impersonate a doctor.
Yes.
So make sure that no one thinks you're a medical doctor.
I always said that I'm not a medical,
Okay.
like Dr. Dre.
That's right.
He's not a medical
you
doctor.
You are a doctor of love
I'm
and
doctor.
fun and happiness.
That's
Love, fun, and happiness? No. Just
yeah.
love.
Just love.
Just
Dr.
love. Dr. Love. You're not Dr. Love. You're
I'm
Dr.
Doctor
Yo-Yo.
of Love.
You're Doctor of Love.
Dr. Yo-Yo.
Yes.
All right. Now we also want you guys to please comment. Put all your comments in the comment section right now, and all of your questions. Throw them in right now because you guys know that we cannot get to every single question every day. But the only way you guys get it guaranteed is if you join the Brad Squad. So this is for everybody on Facebook and everybody on YouTube. All you have to do is click in Brad Show Live Brad Squad on Facebook, and we're gonna put the little link in. All you have to do is click on it, press join. It's that easy. You get a guaranteed first 5 questions. We will ask it on the show. Now also, we want you guys to start a watch party, and how to do that is just click the little arrow that says share again, and a couple options down it says start a watch party. When you start a watch party, it sends a ding to your entire friends list. So that's another great way to get all your friends to join. So make sure when you do that, send them a little message and tell them about the show. Tell them to also subscribe and click that little bell on Facebook, because you never know when we're gonna go live. This is a whole week of pop-ups. Lately, we've been going live at the time we were supposed to start the show.
But to me, I think it's perfect because
Right.
we're supposed to start the Real Brad Show live at 5:30. Never do it. But we
now
start the
we do
pop-up exactly at 5:30.
That's exactly what it is.
Yes.
So make sure, like, love, smiley face, wild face, sad face, mad face, anything that you're feeling, make sure you show us love like that on the videos. Now for YouTube, first thing we need you guys to do is subscribe. Subscribe. We are, 50 shy away from
11,000 subscribers on
11,000
YouTube.
subscribers. That's huge.
Because we just started YouTube about a year ago, maybe
less than a year ago.
Yeah.
We started YouTube, and you guys have blown it up, and that's what exactly we.
And this
that's
was
what
all
we need.
organic. We never advertised 1 penny on YouTube.
Right.
It's just from word of mouth.
Listen, so you guys are doing that.
Yeah.
So make sure when you guys shared this show, make sure you let them know to subscribe, because that's another way of finding out anytime we do go live. Click that little bell for the notification button. And also give us a little thumbs up. Everybody watching on YouTube right now, if you're watching right now, just click that little thumbs up. I always say this, but I don't feel like you guys listen to me. Listen to Dr. Love, Dr. Yo-Yo, all right? Dr. of Love. Give us a thumbs up right now. All right. And what we're doing next?
We're going to schmooze.
Are we schmoozing?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Yes, I have in my hand, the top 3 stories of the day.
Woo!
Because this is pop-up, we only do 3 stories.
I like that.
right? On regular, we have the top 75 stories.
Right.
But on pop-up, it's only
Don't
the top
let it be.
3.
Don't let it be a time we come back after vacation for 2 weeks. We might
And
have about
then all the
300.
news piles up that we got to talk about. And then I will tell Belgium Kim, I have in my hand the top 481 stories of the day. Another day, another Trump
Oh gosh.
BS crap. So now Donald Trump changed the regulations on who becomes a citizen if you were born on a military base.
What?
Yes. So if you are a U.S. serviceman abroad or a service lady abroad, and you have a child on a military base, that child is only a U.S. citizen if one of the parents are U.S. citizens. If you are a permanent resident, a green card holder, in the U.S. military, and you give birth on a U.S. military base, that child is not a U.S. citizen until you yourself become a U.S. citizen, and then you would have to file an I-130 for that child. The reason is this. The reason is this. The law says any person born in the United States of America is automatically a U.S. citizen. So the regulations in the past said if you were born on a U.S. military base outside of the United States of America, that is still the United States of America, and therefore you are a U.S. citizen.
Right.
They had even a law, the Panama Canal Zone, people who were born in the Panama Canal Zone 150 years ago when the United States was, or 100 years ago, whenever they built the Panama Canal, those people were U.S. citizens as well.
So we're
because
talking
the United States owned that property. So basically now what they're saying is a U.S. military base in another country is no longer the United States of America for conferring U.S. citizenship to a baby who was born on that base.
So back then,
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, back then, if you were a green card holder or a permanent resident.
Back yesterday.
Back yesterday.
Okay, back yesterday. If you were a permanent resident, or you're just a local guy in Germany, I don't know, because it's a big base in Germany, so let's just say Germany. You're a local German walking down the street, and then you're pregnant, and all of a sudden you find your way onto a U.S. military base and you give birth, and you have nothing to do with the U.S. military because you gave birth on a U.S. military. That's the United States of America. But then, I mean, that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
nobody walks in pregnant into a U.S. military base and starts giving birth. But it really, what it confers is those people who are lawful permanent residents who sign up for the military.
And this is to fight for America.
To fight for America, and you give birth on that military base. That child is not a U.S. citizen. If you're a U.S. citizen and you give birth on that base, or you give birth in the hospital in Germany, not on the base, or you give birth in the cornfields of Germany or the potato fields, whatever they grow in Germany, the barley fields, I guess they do beer there, whatever they grow in Germany, it doesn't matter because you're a U.S. citizen.
Right.
That child's also a U.S. citizen, but it has nothing to do with whether the military base is U.S. property or not.
Jeez.
Right. So in other words, Trump says, well, it really doesn't matter because if you're a U.S. citizen, we're not changing anything. Yes, but if you're a lawful permanent and you want, how many lawful permanent residents are really going to give birth? How many births are there? 5, 10, 20? I mean, can't imagine there's a lot per year of lawful permanent residents giving birth. On a military base, so it's just all...
It's literally just to do it.
Just to do it, right.
So
now, ultimately, if you are a lawful permanent resident, and you're in the military for more than 1 year, you can apply for U.S. citizenship, become a citizen, then file an I-130 for your child, and that child, when that child enters the United States, that child would automatically become a citizen. So ultimately, it's just making people go through more hoops.
That's what, It's literally just to make your life more hectic.
Correct. Now, talking about Germany, here's our public service announcement of the day for people who are in Germany.
Okay.
In Herne, Germany.
Okay.
For anybody watching Bradshaw Live, currently in Herne, Germany, get out!
What?
There's a cobra on the loose in Herne, Germany.
A cobra?
A cobra. It's deadly. It's 4'6".
What?
It's going down the street. People are running for their lives. Nobody knows how the hell this cobra got in this town.
Run over it.
Don't run over it. Run away. It is deadly. Please, all of our viewers in Herne, Germany, pack up and leave. The cobra is on the loose.
That was an actual picture from the last time it got arrested.
That's right. I'm just reading from the card here. It's our public service announcement of the day. A roughly 4.6 foot long cobra escaped from an apartment. Some guy in Herne, Germany likes to collect cobras. His pet cobra, 4.6 feet long.
That's pretty
Okay,
long.
that is the size of like a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Okay, 14, 15. That's how big this cobra is. He is on the loose. People have seen him in the streets. If he bites you, you're dead.
dead.
If he wraps his body around your neck, you ain't getting out.
Yeah.
State lawmakers are now trying to ban cobras, and they're going to pass a law to ban cobras. But I do not believe that the cobra knows how to read German. And the cobra says he's staying. I'm just reading what it says here.
Cobra says, I'm a citizen,
I'm a citizen, damn it. Lucky I wasn't born on a U.S. military base in Germany. So that's what's happening in Herne, Germany.
You kind of scared me there.
The cobra's on the loose. They still haven't caught him yet, so people are running for their lives.
Oh my gosh.
Nobody knows where this cobra is hiding.
I'm actually I'll be in Frankfurt for a day coming back.
I'm telling you,
am I safe?
I think you're safe because I don't think the cobra can make it to Frankfurt.
Are you sure?
I am, unless the cobra knows how to drive a car.
I mean, we're talking about it here in New York City.
Yes.
So this must be a special cobra.
I told Pat Rice, and Sydney, and Jenny Cubicle.
Yes.
She's no longer Jenny from the Cubicle. We shortened her name.
Jenny Cubicle.
She's just Jenny Cubicle.
And you said Sydney. You didn't say no name Sydney.
Yeah, we don't like no name Sydney.
So she's Sydney now.
We just got to find a new name for her.
Oh,
okay?
That's awesome.
Right. I don't like no name Sydney. It's not.
Yeah.
We all and everybody loved Sydney.
They loved them
Loved
yesterday.
them. Right. So they're all producing the show. So we had a meeting this morning, and I said, you know what we're missing on Bradshaw Live? We need public service announcements to warn people and let people know what's going on in the world. Okay, because our Brad Squad needs to be aware, to be woke.
Come
to
on.
be woke.
All right, who taught you that?
You.
Yeah.
All right, our Brad Squad needs to be woke. So,
I love that.
So Pat
Good.
Rice and Sydney and Jenny Cubicle came in with the first public service announcement.
That's
And
an
they're
amazing
like,
PSA.
this is for the people who watch our show, who are members of the Brad Squad, who live in Herne, Germany.
Yes.
There
I was
you
for
have it.
you.
All for you. Finally, in the entertainment news,
Ooh.
Viola Davis
Hey.
is going to play Michelle Obama in a Showtime series, and she's going to give viewers a first-person look at some of the, quote, first ladies. The network is developing a one-hour drama from Viola Davis's productions that would star the Oscar winner as she plays former First Lady Michelle Obama. The network has ordered 3 scripts, which will be used to determine whether the project moves forward. Now, per Showtime, if it picks up the series First Ladies, it's going to peel back the curtain on the personal and political lives of our most enigmatic heroes. They're going to focus on Eleanor Roosevelt, Betty Ford, and Michelle Obama in the first season.
Amazing.
Yeah. The second season,
Jackie O.
Jackie O.
I knew it.
Yes. And who else do you think? Lady Bird Johnson,
Oh, okay.
who is Lyndon Johnson, and Melania Trump.
Get out of here.
Yes, the Melania Trump one. And every series has every series has a different title to it.
So are these kind of like the cutesy?
Yeah, like Michelle Obama. They don't have a name for it yet. But they're playing around with different names for what they're going to call the Michelle Obama one.
I'm here for this series.
I'm nominating the Melania Trump one to be "You disgust me."
Oh,
right?
okay.
Because that's basically all she says every day to her husband, right? I assume. I don't know. I made that up.
If she talks to him.
I made that up. I have no idea.
If she talks to him.
That's actually all. The Viola Davis thing is true. The naming is all fake
I thought
news.
they were really naming.
No, that's all fake news. But I just thought it was
here
fun.
for that though.
Yeah.
Viola Davis is one of my favorite actresses, and she is very, very, very talented. So this is going to be a great series.
Yes, and Tally Tally says yes.
Yeah, see?
She is a great actress. Clap, clap.
I want to know, everybody from the Brad Squad, what is your favorite Viola Davis piece of work? I like
You
During
like
Fences.
I thought you were going to say The Law Show.
And How to Get Away with Murder.
How to Get Away? I just called. I don't write Squad.
Right.
I don't watch TV.
I need you to watch
Yeah,
that.
The Law Show, and she's the professor.
She's the professor.
Right.
How to Get Away with Murder. That's from there. She
Right.
is amazing. Let me tell you, when she cries, she has snot coming out her nose every single time. That's how good she is.
I'm going to tell you something. You know you're a good actress when you can cry on cue.
What?
Right? You can cry on
Listen,
cue.
to the point where snot comes out her
Right.
nose. That's crazy.
I can't do that. I've tried to cry.
Have you?
I really. Sometimes I said, you know what? I feel like crying right now. I'm going to try to cry, and I'm like, damn it! I can't cry as much as I try. I swear to God.
It's an art.
It's an art to
Yeah.
crying. The other day I wanted to cry. I said, damn it! All right, I'm going to cry, and I'm going to feel better.
You can feel better. And you probably
I couldn't
took
do
a
it.
fart
I
when
couldn't
pushing
do it.
so
I couldn't do
hard.
it. I couldn't do it. you know, you can't push that hard.
Right.
But I knew a guy once who had confidence in that.
Uh-huh.
But it wasn't a fart that came out, so you got to be very careful. You know.
Woo! Don't want that to happen.
That's right. All right, this is not Hump Day. We can't talk about that. Why don't you tell everybody how to share, and we're going to go start to get into immigration questions.
All right, everybody, please, right now, share. This is the point where you guys have really been waiting for. This is what we do this show for, to help everybody all over the world for any questions, any issues they have with anything that has to do with immigration. So make sure you share so we can get this out to the world. Share.
By the way, a lot of our squad cries on demand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Anna K. Moxham cries on demand.
I cry on demand.
Cordella
Wow.
Douglas cries on demand.
Y'all should be actresses.
Grandmama, I call her Grandmama, but it's Glamma, cries on demand.
Wow.
Yes.
She said, I must be good then. I could just cry
Yeah.
if I want to.
Yeah, I can't.
That's art.
I can't.
one thing
I think it's easier for women to cry on demand than men. I don't know why. Just the way they're wired, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. When was the last time you cried? I don't
Like
remember.
for real or
For real.
I don't remember.
I don't remember ever crying in my life.
How about cry laughing?
No.
Really? Oh, I've
I'll
cried
tear.
laughing.
Oh, yeah, because you tear, but it's not like I'm crying, you know?
Right.
I don't remember crying. I don't remember. Maybe when I was a kid, but I don't remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've definitely
I'm
cried
not a crier.
before that or after that. But yes, all right, share. Everybody on Facebook, share. All you have to do is click that little arrow, share it to anybody's page, share it to groups, share it to all your social medias. Make sure you put your comments in the section right now. Start a watch party. You already know how to do that. Now on YouTube, everybody, I need you guys to copy that link and send it into anybody. Send it into a WhatsApp group, any kind of text message that you guys use. So they have Viber, WhatsApp, regular text message. Send that link to your friends and family and let them know to send it in as well. And also, please subscribe. I keep on telling you guys, subscribe, because you guys understand that once you guys subscribe, like it sends out a big blast on YouTube and they start to post it out more. So we need to build up on this Brad Squad so we can help a lot more people. This is not why we're not doing this just for entertainment. We're doing this to help you guys, and this is how you guys can help us help everybody. We're all a family. We're all doing this together. So please share this and tell everybody to subscribe. All right, so now this is what you guys have all been waiting for. This is when you guys call in and Brad answers your questions with getting answers to your immigration questions.
By the way, Cordella and everybody else down in Florida, they're preparing for Hurricane Dorian.
Oh, the one that's supposed to hit Puerto Rico?
Category 4. It missed. It spared Puerto Rico.
Oh.
It's at this moment. It is could become a Category 4 hurricane.
What?
It's supposed to hit the eastern coast of Florida early next week on Monday or Tuesday. Now, a lot can happen between now and then.
Yeah.
Because hurricanes change course and everything. But it's bad enough that President Trump canceled his trip to Poland to monitor what's going on in Florida. Now, we all know why. Because Florida is up for grabs for the 2020 presidential election.
Oh, I was wondering, why is he being nice?
Right,
Because that was weird.
Because Florida is a toss-up state for the 2020 election.
Right.
So he is staying back. He's staying back to monitor and make sure that he is on top of everything to help all of Florida so he's a good guy. Puerto Rico, when it was going to hit Puerto Rico, see ya, I'm off to Poland. Right.
Let it be New Orleans.
So we'll all watch. We're praying for you. Hopefully it changes course or gets reduced, the severity of it.
Oh, man. Anna K. Moxon said, we have no water. Is that in Florida?
How could you not have water already? It hasn't hit yet.
Oh, I don't know. Is that...
But, the other thing I read, as Trump said, I don't know if you saw this or not, he said he's thinking, and I'm not even making this up, why don't we put a nuclear bomb to the hurricane and blow it up?
Good. Come on.
And every scientist, I swear, he suggested that in a military meeting. And every scientist said, this is how strong hurricanes are. A hurricane is stronger. It can't be stopped by a nuclear bomb.
Wow.
Even if you wanted to.
That...
Is that like the dumbest thing you've ever heard?
Yeah, it sounds like a child going into a meeting saying, hey, let's just nuke them.
What about let's buy Greenland? And then they said, oh, Greenland's not for sale. Then I'm never going to talk to you ever again.
Right.
It's like a child, right?
That's exactly what I see him in the meeting.
Meanwhile, Lisa Bling-Rose says Trump is staying back from Poland to throw out some paper towels to people in Florida.
Right, throw them out, literally.
Exactly.
That was ridiculous.
Oh, Anna K. Moxon says the shelves are already empty.
Oh,
people are preparing.
Yeah, they're preparing.
They're preparing.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely.
By the way, if you ever want to get some economic activity in your town, you start yelling hurricane, I guess, right?
I mean, that happened, I think last year, when they said it was supposed to be a huge snowstorm. It was nothing. But there was literally nothing in the stores. They took everything. And you know what? It literally sprinkled a little bit.
All right, so let's do this one last time. We're now ready to get questions.
Getting answers.
One more time. By the way, we only have 3 people on hold. Never before in the history of Bradshaw Live. We only have 3 people on hold.
Y'all call in now.
Call in now. We'll get your questions, that's for sure. Let's go to Dave in New York. Dave.
Hi, Brad. Good evening.
You don't sound like a Dave.
Maybe it's
the highest pitched Dave I've ever talked to in my life.
Maybe it's Diaby.
What is your name?
Davia.
Davia. Oh, they right here, Dave on the phone. I'm like, hello, it's Dave. And I'm like, you have this cute little woman. Davia, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, Brad. I just have a question.
Yeah.
A family wants to sponsor someone who's already here and they've overstayed their visa. Is it possible?
What do you mean the family wants to sponsor? What family wants to sponsor who?
And for employment.
It's possible only if you could ultimately be 245I or be eligible for a provisional waiver. Meaning that, yes, you can do a job sponsorship. That's not the problem if you've overstayed. The problem is, where are you going to get your green card when the case is over? Can you get your green card in America? Can you go to your home country to get your green card? To get your green card in America on a job sponsorship, you either have to maintain your status, you have to be in legal status the whole time, or be out of status less than 180 days, or be 245I, which means that you had something in the system filed before April 30th, 2001, or your parents, and you had something filed before April 2001 and you were under 21 at the time. Then it's possible you're 245I. Otherwise, you would have to go home to pick up your green card to whatever country you originally originated from. And now
there are no waivers.
There's a 10-year bar.
That could be applicable.
There is a provisional waiver that would be applicable if you have a spouse or a parent that is in legal status.
Oh, okay.
All right. So that's it. So that would be you would either do provisional waiver 245I or stay in status. That's how you do job sponsorships now.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Brad. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Bayard in Naples, Florida. Bayard.
Good evening, Brad. Good evening, Dr. Yo-Yo, and thank you for the show. Yeah. Thank you for the laugh, and also thank you for taking the question that I have.
Okay, my pleasure. Thank you, and thank you for all those nice things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the question: family F3 category application.
Yes.
Applicant is here under TPS.
Yes.
applicant, waiting for visa number for 11 years.
Yes.
First question, can mandamus be filed to watch the visa application?
The mandamus gets filed to get the visa petition approved, but if you've been waiting 11 years, you can't do a
Yeah.
mandamus to push yourself up on the visa waiting list. The visa waiting list is the visa waiting list.
Okay. Second question, if petitioner doesn't have any income, but the applicant under TPS status has a job, has health insurance and everything,
If the
Can,
applicant has
a job
has
and health
40
insurance.
has 40 consecutive quarters, 40 consecutive, which is 10 years of legal employment above the poverty level with insurance, then the petitioner still has to do the affidavit of support, but then you would get through.
okay. Otherwise, we're gonna need like a co-petitioner.
Correct, right. So it's 40 quarters, which is 10 years.
Okay, but if in the past that the applicant had like Medicaid for a kid, can that be scrutinized by the new
yes,
policy?
the totality of circumstances rule, which is they look at everything.
Okay, so last question. Will the applicant need to be, like, once the visa number become available, will the applicant needs to go back to the country of birth?
Yes, if TPS doesn't put you in legal status to adjust your status here.
Okay, so you have to go back.
Yeah,
You
but
can-
maybe
you can adjust status here?
maybe you're 245I.
I don't understand. Can you clarify?
Yeah, 245I is that your parent or you had something filed in the system before April 30th, 2001. Now, who's filing for you? Your mom is a U.S. citizen or your dad's a U.S. citizen?
That is the U.S. citizen.
How did your dad get his green card?
It was here. I think he was working here. I don't really remember. It's not for me that I'm asking. It's for a friend of mine.
Okay, all right. So we have
but
to
he's
find,
a U.S. citizen.
We have to find out how the dad got his green card. So if the dad, for example, got a green card through a job sponsorship back in the 90s, or the case started in the 90s, and your friend was under 21 at the time, he's 245I. He can pay a penalty fee and get his green card here. I'm just giving you that as a example. So we got to find out more about the dad before I tell you for sure what he has to do.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're very
Have
welcome.
a good one.
Appreciate it. All right, let's go to Joy in Torres, California.
Hello?
Hi, Joy. How are you?
Hi, Brad. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Yeah, I have a question. I just got my 2-year conditional green card last June 15
Right.
through my marriage. I just wanted to know, will the public charge benefit affect me if I apply for the I-751 in 2021?
No.
Hello?
No, it will not.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you're fine. It only applies to people applying for a green card. It would apply to you, for example, if you want to sponsor a family member. Now that you have a green card, it would apply to you. But it doesn't apply to you that they would deny your I-751 because you're on public benefits.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, that's it.
All
Thank
right.
you so
You're very
much.
welcome. You're very welcome. All right, Jonathan, guess what?
Don't tell me.
That is it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, let's go to the next caller. Oh, there's nobody there.
So y'all want this to be a short show?
Short show today, huh? Sometimes people can't get through. Other times, like today, because it's this 2 days before the Labor Day weekend.
Right.
So
What are you
nobody
doing?
nobody
Are
has
you
immigration
partying?
questions.
Are you
What?
partying for Labor Day?
My partying? Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm partying every day, man.
Why you don't never invite me to
Every
no parties?
every day I party. There's not a day that goes by that Brad Bernstein is not partying
A
somewhere.
life of
All right.
Brad.
Where do you think I learned to twerk? Huh? For home, doing nothing? Home, going to bed early so I can go to work in the morning? No. I'm out partying all night long twerking.
I hope that Jeff is watching this because I remember that was
day
his
long.
favorite
You know
video.
what? I'm going to tell you something. I go home, I take a power nap for an hour, then I go out and I get a big table somewhere at 10, 11 o'clock, and I have the champagne starts flowing,
What?
the lobster starts coming. By 1 in the morning,
You said lobster.
by
That's
1 in the
much.
morning, I'm in the club somewhere on the table dancing all night long. 4 in the morning, the club closes. I'm at the after hours. I even know where that is.
Wow.
Okay, and I kind of just strutted here 8, 9 o'clock and then do my immigration consultations every day.
Every day.
Every day, I'm the life of the party.
And you guys would know this if you followed him on The Real Brad Bernstein.
What you would see is Brad going home.
That sounds like my life, low-key, though.
Is that your life?
Yeah.
That's your, I just did Jonathan's life.
Right.
All right. So meanwhile, a while back, we spoke to Sarah and her husband Joseph about her challenging journey in obtaining her citizenship before Spar and Bernstein stepped in and made her dream a reality. Oh, talking about Instagram. Before we do that, I do it for everybody. Let's talk about Instagram first. All right. While we're on the subject, before I go to Sarah and Joseph. You can follow me on @RealBradBernstein if you do, and you are on Instagram. By the way, we want you to subscribe to Facebook. Let me start this again. I'm actually talking backwards.
Okay.
We want you to subscribe to Facebook. We want you to subscribe to YouTube, and the reason is because when we pop up, we want you to be notified. But we also, or I would like you to also follow all of our social media, including Instagram. You can follow me @RealBradBernstein if you are part of the Brad Squad, or I know who you are. You can slide into my DM and ask me your questions. I respond. You are directly talking to me @RealBradBernstein on Instagram. You can also follow @Bradshow Live, where we have the highlights of all of our prior shows, as well as highlights of all of our produced content, as well as little snippets of what's coming up on our show. It's great to follow @Bradshow Live as well. And finally, Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias.
And you guys can all follow me @Jonathan Elias TV. I will be doing a lot of fun activities next week. I'm actually traveling to Ethiopia and hopefully bringing Bradshow Live out there as well.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So follow my journey @Jonathan Elias TV.
So meanwhile, a while back, we spoke to Sarah and her husband Joseph about her challenging journey in obtaining her citizenship before Spar and Bernstein stepped in and made her dream a reality. Once the date for her citizenship ceremony was set, she invited us to tag along. Let's watch.
My name's Joseph.
My name's Sarah.
Thanks to the law firm of Spar and Bernstein, we are here today so that we can go through my wife's citizenship ceremony to become an American citizen.
I'm so excited. I'm from original country, Jordan. I came to America 2004. In the beginning of my process, the problem threw me in an ocean.
I knew when those letters started showing up, we needed a lawyer. When they say remove, that means we're taking you out. It affected us both deeply. My wife later on saw a commercial for the firm of Spar and Bernstein. And I said, what have we got to lose?
Bernstein, he helps me a lot. I recommended everyone. They're not a business, they are family. They care about you, they care about your case, they care about your problem. They don't leave you until when your problem solved.
4 years later, the nightmare we were going through at the time is now over.
I will recommend it, Spar, Bernstein, for everybody. When I was a teenager, I have a dream, to come to United States, and this dream grow with me. And one day my mother, when she passed away, she said, your dream will become truth one day. It's her spirit, I felt she's around me. I can live my dream in a great country without any interruption. A freedom to do anything you want. Like me, I got my medical license and I'm working. This is America, a great country.
All right, that's very nice. We've seen that before.
Yeah.
And what do we do now? We're going to do something we've never done before, Jonathan.
What is that?
It's called social media check-in. We've never done it before. We have how many questions today?
We have a good amount.
A good amount.
So I think that they wanted to slide into the DMs instead of call in today.
I see.
Yeah, something we never do.
We got some shy little birds today.
Yeah, that's okay.
Right?
That's all right.
Shy little birdies.
As long as you guys are participating and asking questions. All right, our first one comes from one of the Brad Squatter who's on the Brad Squad Facebook fan page. So this is the actual group that I always tell you guys to join, because like I said, we're not going to get to every social media questions, but this first 5 we're going to do is guaranteed because they are a part of the group. So make sure you join. Ryan Saeed saying, hello, sir. I'm from India. I have my CR1 visa interview scheduled this month on the 20th. Since I have my chats from last 4 years, total number of pages are above 5,000. Please suggest how many pages would be sufficient.
He wants to bring in proof of their relationship.
5,000 pages of what?
Of their chats going back and forth to prove that it's a
damn.
relationship. 5,000 would be great. I mean, the more the better. I can't tell you what's appropriate. Maybe you want to, bring, what's most important is not the pages, but the timeline of everything. So you want to be able to show, we chatted in December 2014. Here's January 2015. Here's February. Here's March.
Because it's 4 years.
So
right.
it's so you can show a 4-year relationship. That's really, you have to bring every last chat from every month and every day. No, but you want to say, what you can say to the officer is, I brought you 3 or 4 or 5 chats from every month from December 2014 to the present.
Mm-hmm.
And try to look at your chats. Don't do anything, any hump day chats or anything. Right?
I mean, wouldn't that be proof?
Yes. Officer says, what? Oh my God! You're dirtier than me!
Listen, you said you want proof,
Yeah,
all right?
right.
All right, Christine Wilson saying, if your spouse works less than 30,000 a year, maybe makes less than 30,000 a year, can he file for you and your 12-year-old child?
Yes, but you're going to need an affidavit of support, and there's going to be issues now because of Trump's new affidavit support rules. But yes, do it.
Oye Wole saying, my tax return was filed as head of household instead of married filing separate. I hope it won't cause a problem for my citizenship interview. Do you think it will?
If you're basing it on a 3-year bona fide marriage, yes. If you're basing it on 5 years, it doesn't matter.
Okay, I didn't say that, but
but you were thinking that.
I was
right,
actually.
right. That's why
so
they kept
crazy.
the camera on
Maybe
you.
that's why they kept it on me. My thoughts are so loud.
Yes.
All right, Ezza saying, does immigration look at tax returns when applying for spouse visa?
Okay, I was just seeing if the camera was going to move.
Was it on me the whole time?
It was on you the whole time. All right, now what's the question now?
Oh, you didn't even listen.
Yeah, I was ready to get up and join you over there.
Ezra saying, does immigration look at tax returns when applying for spouse visa?
Absolutely.
All right, Tina Jones saying, I want to file for a VAWA. Should I withdraw my current I-485 and file a new one with the I-360? What's the penalty of withdrawing?
I would not withdraw it. I would file the I-360, and then when you get the I-485 interview based on the marriage, then substitute the I-360 in, and therefore you don't have to pay a penalty fee again.
All right, and our next one is from Pauline saying, my husband's a U.S. citizen and he filed for my children in Africa on January 7th, 2019. We haven't received the approval of an I-130 till now. When should we expect them here in the U.S.? They're 17, 12, and 9.
It takes about 18 months. If it's more than 18 months, you should be coming to see me.
Okay. All right, and the next one is from Cher. Okay, Cher. I filed the I-130 for my 2 children in January 2018. I got the receipt notice last month. I got a notice that their case was transferred to a new office. How much longer before the I-130 is approved?
I have no idea. It depends on how old your children are. If they're under 21, they should have been approved. If they're over 21, it could take years and years.
Okay. I like this name. Brad Supporter.
Brad Supporter.
Yeah.
I like that name too.
Brad Supporter saying,
Yes.
my spouse is a green card holder. Is it a problem if he petitions for my son who's living outside of the U.S. before petitioning for me? I'm in the States.
It's not a problem. No, you can do that.
Okay, and we have one from Fabian saying, let's see, saying I-485 is administratively closed, and I don't want to withdraw my asylum because I don't want USCIS to deny my application for some reason. Can I refile the I-485 with a court instead of the USCIS?
You can't have 2 I-45s pending at the same time.
So
Anywhere.
what should I do?
I'm not sure. I need to find out more about that case.
Gotcha.
Why he wants to do what he wants to do. But if he comes to us then we'll figure out the best way to get him his green card.
Okay. All right, and our next one comes from Nam Warning, saying, my mom has a green card for about 2 years now, 10-year. If she applies for Medicaid, will it affect her in any way? Public charge. Thank you, gang.
It only affects her if she's going to apply for a relative. If she's not applying for a relative, it doesn't affect her.
Okay. Sammy saying, hey, Brad, I received my work permit, which shows the advanced parole at the bottom of the card. I also received an approval notice in the mail showing the validity of the parole. Am I safe to travel outside of the U.S.? I live in Maryland. Also, I'm originally from Jamaica. Can I visit Canada, and what documents do I travel with along with the combo card? Thanks for keeping up the good work.
Okay. You can go, the advanced parole, yes, it's safe. The advanced parole allows you to enter the United States. It has nothing to do with Canada or any other country. So, for example, you're Jamaican, you can go to Jamaica because I assume you have a Jamaican passport. So you can use your Jamaican passport to enter Jamaica, and then you take the combo card to come back. Don't stay out of the country for more than 2 weeks. You want to go to Canada, you just can't say, here's my combo card, I'm going to Canada. You need a visa to go to Canada. So you got to apply for a visa to Canada, and then come back with the combo card again. Don't stay out for more than 2 weeks.
Okay, Blessed Angel saying, I just got my interview date. We have a child together, but the only thing my name is on for him is the cell phone bill and bank account that was just shut down. Should I be worried?
Well, you have a child together, so that proof that there's some relationship obviously there. The issue becomes is, do you have a relationship today? Because that's what they're going to want to know. The fact that you have a child proves it's not a bogus marriage, but maybe it's a marriage where you had a relationship with this guy, but you're no longer together. And if you're no longer together, then you don't get a green card, even though you have a child. You got to be able to prove you're together today. You don't have a lot of documents to prove that, so yeah, I would be worried, and I would definitely go seek the advice of a lawyer.
Okay. Alea is saying, if someone had been married for less than 2 years, can USCIS send him the 10-year green card instead of the conditional one? It's normal, or it is normal, or may that be a problem?
No, the law says if you're married for less than 2 years when you get your green card, you get a conditional card. And if you're married for more than 2 years when you get your green card, you get a permanent card. That's the law.
All right. Crystal Terry saying, if someone applies for a VAWA and lives separately from the spouse because of the abuse, does it matter that they only lived together for a month before the separation? Will it affect the VAWA?
Well, you got to prove it was a bona fide marriage. So the longer you were living together, the more likely it is it's a bona fide marriage. But then again, if there was abuse, the police came and, and there's medical records, then obviously you didn't punch yourself in the face or hit yourself or burn yourself or whatever the abuse was. So that in of itself is proof that you were living together.
Okay, and Chuka is saying, hey Brad, a friend used Medicaid and has a 2-year conditional green card, which is due to remove the condition by March next year. Would the public charge affect him, and does he need to stop it before the 15th?
No, the public charge does not affect anything about removing the conditions. It's only about getting the green card. It's not about going from 2 to 10.
Talise Carter saying, my husband filed an I-130 for stepkids. Priority date has gone from April 13th. From April 13th, it's 1 year and 4 months now since he filed the paperwork. Should I file a mandamus?
Yes.
That was pretty easy.
Yes.
All right. Shine Williams saying, after attending your interview for I-751, I was told that they couldn't make a decision that day. It's now been a year and I haven't heard anything back from them. Is this new normal?
No, it's not normal not to have a decision in a year. Give us a call.
Okay. Alan Burden saying, me and my brother came in the U.S. in 2017 on a B2 visa. We both overstayed. My sister filed for my mother and she got her green card earlier this year. My question is, can my mom file for me and my brother? I'm 19. My brother is 16 years old. What are my options?
Yes, your mom can file for both of you. She has a green card.
All right. Regal saying, what documents are required for the N400?
Proof that you've been a resident green card holder for 5 years. Tax returns, proof that you've been physically living in the United States for 30 out of 60 months.
Okay, James saying, at the local embassy, at the local embassy, but because of a child support warrant, my case is undergoing administrative processing. It's now been more than 8 months since I filed. Is there anything I can do? Does that make sense?
Yeah, they're investigating him for something about child support, so you should give us a call and let's figure out what it is.
Okay, Chris King saying, I applied for a VAWA and there's no receipt yet since over 1 month. Please, can you tell me what's going on?
VAWA is coming to an end unless there's an extension, but they should be sending you a receipt as long as your check got cashed If you'd filed an adjustment, you should be okay. If you didn't file an adjustment, there's no filing fee for the I-360, so you gotta just hope that you will get it in a couple days.
Okay. Judith's saying, I have a green card for almost 7 years, only lived here permanently for a little over a year. Before that, I just used to visit the USA every 4 months, spend about 2 to 3 weeks, then leave. When can I get my citizenship?
5 years from the time you got your green card, as long as no trip was more than 6 months. If there's a trip more than 6 months, then it's 5 years from the last trip that was more than 6 months.
All right. Tyrese saying, I'm 19. I came here when I was 17, which now caused me to have an unlawful presence.
I just want to say one more thing on the citizenship.
Oh, okay.
And you have to be able to prove that you were physically here 30 out of 60 months. Now go.
Okay. Tyrese saying, I'm 19. I came here when I was 17, which now caused me to have an unlawful presence. My mom is a green card holder. Can she file for me?
Yes. And I just want to, go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris King, I applied for my VAWA since 6 weeks. There's no update or receipt yet. Please, what's going on?
The VAWA is coming to an end. So unless Congress extends it, that's why they're not probably sending these late ones that are coming in now.
Sheesh.
So hopefully, I can't imagine Congress is not going to extend it.
Okay.
Just got to wait to the end. So they're holding everything right now.
Right. Okay, our last one for right now is from Shane Diamond saying, hey, can a dismissed charge or deferred judgment and dismissed case stop you from being citizen? I did my interview but didn't get an answer yet.
Yeah, because it could be still bad moral character even though you don't have a conviction. So you may remember, Jonathan, my first cooking soiree out for Bradshaw Live. We went to a restaurant called La Pulperia on East 57th Street. And it has some rustic Latin cuisine with chef owner Carlos Barros. I also got to speak with Chef Carlos and Victor Medina about their immigration stories. Let's watch. We're here at La Pulperia restaurant in Midtown Manhattan on East 57th Street. We're about to go and meet Chef Carlos from Argentina, his partner Victor from Mexico. They opened up this beautiful restaurant and they're going to teach me how to cook salmon. Now, for anybody who knows, I don't know anything about cooking whatsoever. The only thing I know how to make is a reservation. So let's go see if we can teach Brad how to cook. Just got handed this apron. Does it say kiss the lawyer, kiss the chef? Nothing. It says nothing on here. And wait, should I put this over like this or should I? Yeah, nothing like a lawyer cooking with his blazer on, right? How are you?
How you doing?
How are you? So
Good.
So wow, look at all this stuff here. What are we doing today?
So we're gonna do one of my signature dishes. It is called salmon brulee. It is a salmon tartare.
Salmon
with
tartare.
Cream cheese. We put brown sugar on the top like a brulee.
Cream cheese, brown sugar on top, and you're gonna burn it like a creme brulee
Like a
dessert.
correct.
But except it's salmon.
It's gonna be salmon.
Is this an appetizer or is this a main course? It's an appetizer. Okay.
All right, so salmon.
Okay.
So we're gonna do some, add some red onions.
Red onions.
Scallions, cilantro, radishes.
Radishes. Very good. Looks good.
Salt. So we're gonna add some house vinaigrette.
Okay. Now I want you to know, to him this is much harder than it looks, right?
It is. So we mix it. I have leche de tigre. That's a Peruvian sauce.
What is it made out of?
Ginger, jalapeno, cilantro, strawberries, and raw salmon.
So it's going to be sweet and spicy at the same time.
Yes, correct.
Right?
And a little sour too.
And a little sour, everything.
So we're gonna put the sauce on the bottom. The mold. So we're gonna fill it up.
How long did it take you to come up with this dish?
Tried many times.
You tried like 100 different.
Yeah, many times.
Right.
It took me like a month.
Is everything on your menu your own particular dish?
Yes.
Your own, your own take on.
All my dishes, my recipes.
Was your family chefs? Did your family own restaurants?
My mom, my sisters.
They own
restaurants. They own restaurants
in Argentina.
Yeah. So.
Did you work there when you were a kid?
Yeah.
So you always knew this was what you were going to do.
Yeah.
What are you putting on this?
So
now?
this is the cream cheese right now.
Oh, cream cheese. Okay. Like you would get on a bagel?
Yeah, the same one. Brown sugar.
We're not ready for fire yet. Brown sugar.
Almost, yeah.
We're almost ready for fire. I guess I'm going off my diet today. There's no diet for me today.
Okay.
All right.
So now we're gonna touch. You wanna do it?
All right, I'll do it. I hope you haven't shown.
Yes.
Oh, this is easy.
Good.
Do you burn it till when? Till it just gets brown like that?
Correct.
And that's good, or am I burning it too much now?
Okay, we're good.
Okay, done. How do I shut this off? I don't want to burn the place down. There we go. All right.
All right. So we're gonna grab some strawberries.
Now, are you here cooking every day?
I spend my time in between the 3 restaurants.
So you have 2 other restaurants?
Yeah.
Where are your other restaurants?
One is on the Upper East Side,
Uh-huh.
84th Street and 2nd Avenue. Same restaurant.
Same restaurant. Wonderful. Which one was your first one? This one?
Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
And how long have you been here in this place?
This one have 6 months, 7
wow.
months. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
All
so
right.
Ready.
We're ready to eat?
Yep.
What'd you just put on top of it?
Olive oil and some green oil just for garnish.
Okay. Now, I'm glad you cooked this and not me, because if I cooked it, I don't know if I would have eaten it. But because you cooked it, I think we're going to be okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's right now?
Yes. I'm really happy you cooked it, because I'm like, I'm not going to eat what I
Go
cook.
ahead.
Let's see. It's really good. You got to try this. I'm telling you, it's really, really good. I'm having it. You know what? Go get your own. I'm eating this. This is great. Fabulous.
Good. Thank
Excellent.
You.
Thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
great. So Victor, I just finished cooking with Chef Carlos. We made this beautiful salmon, cream cheese. He even let me burn it on top. It was fabulous.
It was great.
It was great. I actually thought it was
You have
gonna-
the skills, by the way.
I
You
have
the
no skills. I'm a good lawyer. That's as far as we go. You met Chef Carlos when?
We met 8 years ago.
I met Victor, my partner, my business partner, working on the same place, on a Mexican restaurant here in New York City.
And he was working there as well?
Yeah, he was the general manager, and I was the chef.
Whose idea was it for this restaurant?
We always thinking to do something very different, Latin American cuisine. I mean, he has, skills from Europe, his background, he's from Argentina. So we were thinking to mixing ideas.
Because you have that, Argentinian, Latin American. We cooked a little bit with Peruvian sauce.
Yeah, Peruvian, Argentinian food, Peruvian food, Mexican, Colombian, Brazilian. There's a little bit of everything from South America and Central America too.
So you're originally from Mexico?
I am.
Okay, so when did you come to the United States of America?
It was 1992. It was 19 years old.
You just ran across the border?
Yes.
Like everybody
Like
else,
everybody
right?
else.
Right.
It was easier.
It was easy then, right?
Easy
No
then.
walls, no
walls,
Trump,
Trump, nothing.
Right. And how long did you stay?
I stayed for 4 years.
So I came here 2000. United States don't ask to Argentinian for visa.
Okay, so you came on.
Yeah.
You came on the 90-day visa waiver.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. And you got your green card.
Yes. Started as a dishwasher first.
Which is nothing that you did back in Argentina. You were a chef back in Argentina.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
I started learning the language. I changed my job. That's why my first job was a dishwasher, because I cannot speak any English. Started moving up, prep cook, line cook. My second job is as a cook.
It's an amazing story that you went from a dishwasher and never spoke a word of English to where you are now.
Before I was working with the manager of the restaurant, this gentleman, he owns a restaurant now. He hired me. I started with him as a busboy, runner. I mean, he had a great skills of management.
He taught you how to run the restaurant. He taught you the restaurant business.
One of his customers, people that I met, Paul Newman was there.
The actor.
Woody Allen. Yeah, that was one of the
Regulars. Right.
So I didn't know much English, so I never had a conversation with them. I learned part of, like New York City scene. I mean, it was a beautiful restaurant, 92nd Madison Avenue. I was working with that gentleman for a couple of years.
So how did you raise all the money to open up all these beautiful restaurants, or did you just save all this
yeah,
money?
savings.
From
Yeah.
savings,
Yeah,
from washing
saving.
dishes and line
Yes.
cooks, and you just saved and saved and saved. And then the two of you put your money together and opened up your first restaurant.
Exactly, correct.
They say, more than half restaurants fail after 6 months. Were you scared to open up, that you took all your life savings?
Yeah, of course, yeah. But you have to take the risk,
You can lose everything, you can lose, you're afraid of that, but also you have the courage and believe in your partner and believe in the project.
The first one was very successful, and then we had the opportunity to open the second location.
And have your parents come to visit you here and see
Yes,
the success?
Yeah.
They're proud of you?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah? So you feel you've reached your American dream?
I'm living the American dream. I am very happy. So I am living the dream right now.
You're living the dream now.
Yeah.
You have 3 beautiful restaurants, but you worked very, very hard for it. Nothing is given to you on a silver platter here. Everything you did, from being a busboy to now owning 3 restaurants, you are the American dream.
Well, it was days that, working as a manager, I never want to walk in the restaurant because I didn't have the skills. Growing up, doing, my first job, I always care for the business. I always care for doing the cleaning, like do the little things that, nobody saw. And obviously, the owner
Recognize that.
So I will recognize that.
Right.
I will help. You have to push yourself too, You can be the best plumber, the best carpenter, But I think that's, it's about you working hard. You gotta want it.
You gotta
so
want it.
that's, rule number one.
Thank you very much for having us at your restaurant. It's beautiful, and you really did a wonderful job. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thanks again for coming on
You're
the
welcome.
show. All right, so we have a lot more social media questions. Let's get to them right now, Jonathan.
All right. Our first one for right now is Alexia saying, my documents were submitted in April. My daughter and I did our biometrics in May, not August 19th. We received a letter addressed to my daughter requesting initial evidence last recent tax filed for my daughter, but I haven't received the letter, my letter, even though they were sent out together. My attorney submitted the documents, but she's not returning my calls, texts, or emails, nor has she given me a copy of my files.
Well, you're entitled to a copy of your file. The attorney's violating your rights by not giving you, and you can file a complaint against your attorney if you don't get a copy of your file. Number two, if they're asking for more evidence, that means the attorney did not do his or her job properly because they didn't file the case properly. Now, why your daughter got and you didn't, I don't have the slightest idea, but maybe you have to start thinking about switching attorneys.
Yeah. We're going to this one. Ever Blessed Andrea saying, hey, Brad, I'm married to a green card holder and I'm in the U.S. He filed his citizenship and submitted me and my 2 kids under 21, I-130. How long will it take for them to come here?
About 18 months.
Okay, and Melissa Robinson saying, hey, Brad, where are they now with the F2B?
Where are they at?
Where they at?
Where that F2B at? Let's see, where that F2B at? Let me see 1 second.
I like that.
What?
Where the F2B
Dr.
at?
Dr. Yo-Yo, where that F2B at?
I don't know where it be at.
It's be at June 1st, 2014.
All right, AJ, is it mandatory to have joint taxes for the N400?
Only if you're basing it on 3 years of marriage.
Alejandra saying, is USCIS doing last in, first out for EADs?
No.
Okay, NC Ikepay saying, I have an F1, returned back home, came back to the US with a visitor's visa, overstayed 7 months. I'm now back home for 2 years. I got denied lately for a new F1. Is there hope for returning to the US?
Unlikely.
All right, Jeanette saying, filed the I-130 and I-485 since January 2019. Still no EAD. Is it normal for my case to still show that it was received?
How long has it been?
Since January 2019.
Yeah, 8-9 months is a problem. You should come see us.
William Joe saying the 221G means after interview.
Means that you got denied for some reason.
No matter what, just be you. I like that.
I'll be me.
That's her name.
Yes. No matter what, just be you.
Yeah, no matter what is first name, just be you is the last name.
I like that. I like it.
Not
as good as Dr. Yo-Yo, but I like it.
Dr. Yo-Yo.
By the way, you need to change that on all your social media.
Dr. Yo-Yo.
It may happen.
Listen.
Instead of Jonathan Elias TV, it's just Dr. Yo-Yo. Like, what?
My fans will be like,
what?
What? All right, no matter what, just be you saying, my friend lives in Virginia, but she wants to file in New York. She wants to know if it'll affect her application. She's on emergency Medicaid and her daughter has Child Health Plus. Will that affect their application? Also,
emergency Medicaid, yes. Child Health Plus, no.
Okay, and also she'll be sent back to Virginia for her interview. Will she be sent back to Virginia for her interview if she does it in New York? She applies in New York.
Why would she be sent back to Virginia? If you apply where you live, not where you feel like applying.
She can't apply in New York.
No, you have to apply where you live.
Okay. Natalie Mi-Young saying, for someone married a year and on and off, should we get a lawyer or go straight to filing? She's been here a couple years before she got married.
Get a lawyer. You're asking a lawyer to get a lawyer.
Get a lawyer, right.
Come on.
Petegay Salami saying, hey, I have a friend that just found out that she's on a deportation list. What's next? What's the next step she can take?
I don't know what you mean by deportation list. Has she been ordered deported or she's about to go get a hearing for deportation? The next step, as soon as you hear deportation?
Get a lawyer.
Exactly. Right. What's the next step after being on the deportation list? Magic 8 Ball.
Right.
What's the next step on the deportation list? says here. It's very hazy. Magic 8 Ball
Meaning
says,
get a lawyer.
That's right. It's very hazy. It's very hazy.
Very hazy. That's
Yes.
the next step.
Right.
Lady June saying, how much do personal assets contribute to adjustment of status for the I-130 spouse?
Very little.
Okay. And Ken Kibbett saying, hey, Brad, what can be an alternative if you filed for VAWA and get denied apart from reapplying?
It's like, how do you get a green card? Come see me.
Jacqueline Martinez saying, hey, Brad, where can I get my mother's school record back in the 40s? She was a student in New York in a public school, but I don't know the name of the school. I need this information to apply for my citizenship.
Oh, I guess she's trying to prove that her mother was a citizen, maybe?
Right.
You have to go to the New York Board of Education. That's where I'd start.
Okay. Nika saying,
excuse me.
That's okay. My daughter's friend says that International Student Office at his college informed him that his student visas expired. He can't register for classes for fall and he's deportable. What should he do?
Reinstate your student status. Come see me.
Sandra Salinas saying, question, does the new public charges apply to permanent residents?
No.
Jessica Leamy saying, so there's no hope for VAWA?
No. The hope's going to be this month. They're gonna most likely extend it. I'm sure they will. I would be shocked if it's not.
Okay. Vinette saying, will there be an issue to file for someone who's overstayed their visitor's visa? They're married to a U.S. citizen for about 4 months now and have been together for 3 years.
No, file.
Dianaba saying, can WIC affect the new rule?
Yep.
AJ, is it mandatory to have taxes filed as married, filing jointly when applying for N400 when married to a U.S. citizen, or filing married but separately?
If you're basing it on 3 years of a bona fide marriage, you have to show up with joint taxes.
Justin Brown saying, just married my wife. She is a Jamaican citizen, but she has a B1 visa. Can I put her on my taxes as a dependent?
Yes. File a W-7 for a tax ID number.
Sweet X saying, my friend had a baby in the USA. The baby got Medicaid at birth, and they only granted her labor and delivery. She is now married to a U.S. citizen, and he has now just adjusted her status. Can the baby get Medicaid?
Yes.
Will it affect her?
No, you got your green card.
Okay.
All right.
But the child is not from her husband.
It's fine.
Okay.
All right. Sticking on the cook and chef and food. A while back, we interviewed celebrity chef Sean Benjamin and how his American dream started when he came to the United States from St. Lucia. He used the recession as an opportunity to turn his love of cooking into a successful career as a celebrity chef. He's been featured on the Food Network, the Cooking Channel, and events around the world. Let's watch.
Back in St. Lucia in the islands, those memories are vivid. Going to the beach for the first time, seeing my father show me how to crack an almond. He was brave enough to take that opportunity, that voyage to come to New York, and my mom was with me. When he got his citizenship, he could have filed for me on his own rightful way. He applied for her. The absence of my parents, it kind of lost some things in me where I'm the only kid that don't have their mother or father on Mother's Day to celebrate. I remember so well where I actually prayed that someday that I could have my mom and my father again. Yes, my parents were not there, but I had a rock and a solid person in my grandmother. She was amazing. She was the icon in the community with her restaurants, her bakery. My grandma taught me in the kitchen when I was young, pretty young, like 8, 7, pretty much. Things in my life that that hurt me was the passing of my grandmother. I guess you have your kid, like your grandma's your world, and now she's not there. My mom called me, and my father's like, "Are you all right? Do you want to come to New York?" I had to go to the neighboring island of Barbados to do my medical, to get my visa, my green card application. It was like extensive testing you for different diseases. I was excited and scared at the same time. I remember leaving, it was New Year's Eve. Imagine that, coming to a new world. I remember that flight, man, it was a thunderstorm. It was like tons of empty seats and we're in the sky rocking like crazy. And I'm thinking to myself, am I going to die? Eventually I land, and it was January 1st, 1999.
2, 1, happy 1999!
To be reunited with them was amazing. I mean, everybody came out onto the airport to greet me. I got the speech from my father and my mom. Okay, you have a green card, which gives you access to be legal, to work, everything here. But ultimately it's to become a citizen. And to do that, you cannot be in no trouble. You can't even be arrested because they could deport you. You have 5 years just to be a good standing citizen. And I pursued to get a job. You have no references, no experiences. You pretty much have a number. That's it, a social security number. So went to college, networking, and I finally got a job doing mail work at a bank. Worked there for 2 years and I made my way up. Something about me coming to New York was so fascinating. It was about food and culture. You go into fancy restaurants and you're back in your mind, it's like you're going back to your Caribbean culture. Like, how come there's no Caribbean place to go like this? On my lunch break one day, I went to check out different culinary schools, and my whole question to them was like, what's like a salary for a chef? And they're like, starting salary is probably you get $10, $11 an hour. I'm like, what? I'm taking a major pay cut if I pursue this. And it came to terms when the economy was failing and it was more like a recession. Never went through this, it was scary. And I got laid off from my job. I went back to the Caribbean to rethink myself and to reinvent myself as a chef. I said, you know what? It makes me happy and I will pursue it. And I enrolled in the French Institute of Culinary, which was down in Soho. My mom was like telling me, are you sure? My father was saying, sure. I said, you know what? This is my chance. I was the only Caribbean guy there, and their style was Italian, French, and I'm like coming with my traditional grandmother ways in my mind. Eventually I caught on, and from then different levels in the culinary program was amazing. And I actually had a job before I left culinary school, which was sweet because my severance pay was over, my employment had run out, and I got my $11 an hour, which I was very grateful for. It dawned on me where, you know what, I've learned so much from French, American, Italian. Why not incorporate it in my Caribbean cuisine? And people were talking about it like crazy. Who is this new chef? I got that title where it was celebrity chef. I'm happy that I had a good foundation from my grandmother. It's like I'm reinventing myself in her way where she's actually used to feed people that used to come to St. Lucia tourists. Now I'm in the culinary world, I'm doing the same thing. I found my purpose in life, and it's allowed me to achieve my dream of being a chef and one day probably owning my own restaurant. How could I fault my parents for leaving me and migrating to the US? It helped me to embrace my purpose and my dream.
All right, we're gonna put, how many
15.
questions? 15 questions in 2 minutes. Speed round, Julian.
Woo!
There we go, speed round. 15 questions, 2 minutes. Yesterday we blew up the studio.
Oh!
Okay, while you were here.
Really?
Although most people said I could have got the last question in. It was about 10 seconds to go. And the last question, and I just got under the desk with 10 seconds to go.
You had no faith in Sydney and Jenny Cubicle.
Jenny Cubicle.
No
I love
faith.
That's a great name too.
I
Jenny
like
Cubicle.
it, Jenny Cubicle.
Yeah, it's much better than Jenny in the Cubicle.
Yeah, Jenny Cubicle.
Jenny from the Cubicle. It's much better. Just Jenny Cubicle. Now.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so all the pressures are on me.
Soon she's gonna be like Ice Cube. It's gonna be like J Cube.
J Cube.
J Cube, right?
I actually like that. That's pretty fresh.
Instead of like Ice Cube, she's just gonna be like J Cube.
Yeah, she's gonna come with like cornrows and big earrings, like Jenny from the Block.
Yeah, originally she was J Lo, and now she's Ice Cube.
I like that.
J Cube, right?
What's up, J Cube? All right. Whew. See, this is when you miss your co-host. Let me get some of.
And meanwhile, it was throwing her off, J Cube, because she was reading the questions and she was also popping up with
How
the
did
cards.
she do that so fast?
Yeah, they're like, wait, how do I get in there and do this here?
Because I thought this was live every time she jumps up right under the camera. Yeah. All right. Ready?
Go.
Everbless saying, my husband applied for citizenship and did biometrics in 2 weeks. How long for him to get his citizenship?
About 6 to 9 months.
Judith, if I want to go to university outside the USA, will that affect my green card, and how long will I be allowed to stay out?
You can stay out for up to 6 months at a time.
Everbless saying, I'm married to a green card holder in the U.S. He filed his citizenship and submitted me and the 2 kids under 21, I-130. How long will it take to get here?
About 2 years.
Robert Lynn saying, are we affected on public charge rule if we're petitioned last 2010 and was approved?
If you have not adjusted your status or you haven't submitted your affidavit to support before October 15th, it affects you.
Baliabe saying, hey Brad, do you know if the NBC Lee submit Missouri process I-130 because when check USCIS site doesn't show if they do, and if don't, do you know where they send it?
You send it to the lockbox and eventually gets to the National Benefit Center before it gets to you local office for an interview.
Danny saying, J1 bound two-year rule. Do I have to wait to complete 24 months before applying for H-2B work visa? Will finish in May 2020.
Yes.
One Block asked a question about having an I-751. If I don't receive my green card via marriage, can I file for citizenship on the 3rd year of my green card?
No, it has to be 5.
Kate saying, can I travel with advance parole if I had unlawful presence? My case is based on marriage.
Yes.
And Ben Londa saying, how long does it take to get an EAD after filing for adjustment?
About 6 months.
Claudia saying, can I-485 be filed after the I-140 has been approved?
Yes.
Pauline saying, my husband's a U.S. citizen. He filed for my children in Africa on January 7th this year. We haven't received approval I-130 till now. When should we expect it?
It should be soon, but if it's more than 12 months, file a mandamus.
Ali saying, I lost my I-130 approval. How can I request a new copy?
FOIA.
Charmaine saying, if I filed an I-130 for my sibling, can she still apply for B1, B2 visa to visit?
I'm dead. We're dead.
Oh, we had a lot more.
Nah, we're dead. Damn. No, we had 3 more questions to go. We had 3 more questions to go. So what was the question? By the way, on the adjustment for the I-140.
Yeah, now you could go back to.
Yeah, it depends. If you're in legal status, you can file the adjustment. I don't know what country you're from. It depends also based on priority dates, what country you're from, what status you're in. So it's not as simple. But yes, the next step would be an adjustment, but there's a lot more to it than yes.
Right.
Okay. But I didn't want to explain everything because then we would
couldn't.
never.
Right.
Right.
Now,
I want to go. What are the other questions?
I want to go back to Ali saying, I lost my I-130 approval. How can I request for a new copy, and how long will it take to get it?
Okay, so you can do an I-824 for a duplicate copy, or you can do a FOIA. I would do both.
Charmaine saying, if I filed an I-130 for my siblings, can she still apply for a B1, B2 to visit since it takes so long for sibling petition?
You can try, but it'll probably be denied.
Janet Brown saying, good morning or afternoon. My 2 adult children and myself green cards will expire next year, September. How soon should we start our renewal of our green cards?
6 months before.
Okay.
That's it.
Tina Jones saying, I want to file for VAWA. Should I withdraw my current I-485 and file a new one with the I-360?
No.
What's the penalty of withdrawing?
You're going to pay another filing fee.
All
So
right.
don't withdraw it. Wait on your interview, and then go to the interview with the VAWA receipt.
That's it.
All right. Comments of the day.
Let's see if I don't mess this up.
Yes.
All right. It's me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Our first comment of the day comes from Anna K. Moxon on Facebook saying, everyone gets all happy and ready to take on the world once they hear this theme song.
That's right.
See? Yeah, take on the world from
That's
the theme
right.
song. That theme song, I'm
That's
telling
dope.
you, it's dope.
Dope.
Tight.
I'm all into the millennial stuff now.
I
It's
love it.
Dope, man.
I love it. You're woke.
I'm woke. I woke.
He's woke, y'all.
I'm aware.
Yeah,
Of everything
okay.
I'm aware.
I need to make Brad a shirt saying I'm woke.
I'm woke.
You should rock that.
Yes.
All right. Our second comment of the day comes from Jeff Bozy saying, Even Kiss had a song called Dr. Love. Now Yo-Yo has one.
All right.
Maybe I should make a song called that. Yeah.
All right.
All right, and our last comment of the day comes from Lisa Bling Rose on Facebook saying, Uncle Brad, the only lawyer you can send a message straight to his DMs.
That's right.
That is very true.
That is very true.
You should throw that on like just a line.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? The only lawyer that
Only
will
lawyer.
answer your questions in the DMs.
That is very true.
I love it.
All right, everybody. We're going to pop up early tomorrow on Friday because it's the day before Labor Day weekend. So we will be earlier than 5. I just don't know when. So make sure you subscribe to YouTube and Facebook so you don't miss a minute.
Get that notification.
See you tomorrow. So Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465. What are you doing?